to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen to see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. QB got it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup for 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Noles are marching down the field. With the run on 1st and goal.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Fafita. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good timing on the quick out. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Arizona right back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
To the air, it's Fafita. Working that left side now. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona going back to work with another first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find him an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give is to Williams.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Finds a man on the right. Wide open spaces. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Flips it out on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Noles. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Shakes off the defender. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And they get him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be...
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Arizona in a hurry. To throw, it's Fafita. Got a man, it's Patterson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chalking out there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Fires to the right. He's got it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball to 33. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Trying to run, it's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Seminoles in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
21, Arizona, 17.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 8 over Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Fafita. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Arizona right back to the line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The throw to the outside is complete. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Arizona. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff, keep working on that clock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Red pass is complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. From the gun, running back on the move. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arizona! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
That decision to go for two is going to be questioned and criticized all throughout the rest of the year and all throughout the offseason as well. If you just kick it, you tie it, and you send this thing into overtime potentially, but now because you went for the win, you need an onside kick to have a shot to pull this one out.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's got him. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'd say what? QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Holds it in the first down and more. The Seminoles pick up the first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He's got an open man. Touchdown Seminoles! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 35. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.